Hi, my name is Steven, a senior business broker here at VA Group. We are a business brokerage firm solely focused on helping you sell your business. In other words, our one focus is you. To start off, thank you for contacting us about our services, and I'll be glad to explain the different facets that we may help you as a business broker. So you may ask, who are we and what do we do? To put it simply, we are a full-service business brokerage that has been out on the field every single day since 2001. You can easily say that we have been dedicated for nearly 2 decades selling small to mid-sized businesses, and it is our main specialization. So I can confidently say, truly, here at VA, selling your business is our only business. You may even question, how do we have such an outreach to so many buyers? And the answer for that question is, we are a local company with a national network that far reaches throughout the United States. Trust us when we say, we know the Metroplex inside and out. Whether there is new construction or new development in the surrounding cities, we will know immediately. Combine that with our latest CRM that the industry has to offer. It is no wonder we can easily reach outside the local network and acquire interest from all around. As we've been actively and consistently selling hundreds of businesses from various industries, you can say we have a deep expertise in our field of knowledge. It's not to say that this is what we only do. We have a never-ending battle to constantly grow our professional knowledge, whether through continued education offered by top industry experts or the leading business brokers that highlight the huge benefits that business brokers bring to the table when selling your business. Rest assured, we have gone over and under to get the designations we have today that distinguish us as the top experts in our field and in the local area. But even with our expertise, each business is unique and has their own color, which requires us to have the ability to come up with strategic planning methods, but also creative solutions that fit the business being sold. By staying vigilant and hands-on, you can truly focus on operating your business while we, here at VA, can fully focus on selling your business for the best price and terms. Now, the all-important question, how much is my business? There are a few things that must be addressed before we can even discuss about the valuation of your business. One factor that plays a huge role is the broker's opinion of value for the business. Keep in mind that this is only the first step in the journey to selling your business. Firstly, the marketplace is what truly dictates what the business will sell for. The broker will fully utilize the market data to determine your value. Secondly, to begin the process, we'll require our expertise on the industry and experience to know where the business should be placed at in the market. There's a reason why valuation is more than just science, but an art that can only be crafted from painting many pictures for the businesses that has come to us. You can be rest assured that our foundation is solid, as we have many proven valuation techniques to maximize your business valuation, built by our 2 decades of experience and expertise. So, what is our main goal in placing a value for your business? It is to provide you the highest and best possible price for your business, yet while giving you a realistic snapshot of the current marketplace, which in turn shortens the time to closing the deal. Now, when it comes to factors that affect the business valuation, we, as professional business brokers, must do a comprehensive market analysis. What we will first look at in your business is factors like business growth opportunities, type of business, the competition that is to be expected and currently there, placement in terms of location, even including how the facility is built out, the historical trend of the earnings, the risk of income gain or loss, and how the outlook of the industry is in the current marketplace. By compiling all these factors, we discover the right method to achieve a thorough valuation of the business. There are 3 methods that are commonly used when going about valuation. First is the asset approach. The asset approach puts a fair market value for the tangible and intangible assets. This can consist of 2 ways, from using the net asset accumulation or excess earnings method. Typically, this is for businesses that make little to no money. And due to the fact that this is for businesses that make little to no money, this will not properly represent the true market value for a majority of profit-turning businesses operating in a normal manner. Next is the income approach. This method is used to represent the present value of the future cash flow of the business discounted for the appropriate risk and liquidity, which can be done one way or the other by the discounted future cash flow or capitalized earnings method. The income approach will have a huge dependency on the future projections, growth rates, and risk premiums. Lastly is the market approach. In short, this can be understood as a similar approach as the real estate market comparable method. This method comprises of using data of sold businesses in the same industry with a similar size as your business to find the price range, which can be calculated by these three methods: the direct market method, guideline transaction method, or guideline public company method. By researching and analyzing the market transaction data to find the multiples of businesses that are similar to your gross sales and earnings, we can find where the fair market value truly lies. This is the most reliable and best method when it comes to small businesses, aka Main Street businesses or mid-sized businesses. Now, how do we go about the multiples of earnings for your business? At V8, we use the direct market approach as it's well suited for businesses we are specialized in. Keep in mind, your business will sell for a multiple of the historical earnings that show the projected and current sales that will continue after being sold. So, this next question comes to mind. What should we multiply? Is it the net profit that you show in your tax returns? You, as a business owner, should probably already know. The answer to that question is no. No business owner wants to have any more tax liability if possible. So the tax return, in a majority of cases, will not accurately showcase what the business truly makes. One way we go about finding the true economic benefit that the business brings is by finding out the seller's discretionary earnings, which can consist of adding back to the pre-tax net profit, the interest, depreciation, amortization aka non-cash expenses, the owner's salary, and any owner's perks such as owner's fringe benefits through the business. So all the profit that one owner-operator can take home if the business was debt-free. We use this method for any business earning less than $1 million a year. Next is EBITDA, which stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. This method is similar to SDE, but doesn't have the owner's salary and fringe benefits added back. In certain instances, a portion of the owner's salary may be added back if it's above the normal salary for that position, which should be normalized and adjusted. This method should apply for the lower middle market for businesses earning more than $1 million a year. So what are the multiples? Multiples for businesses are derived from market transaction data that has been narrowed down to the ones that best represent your business in terms of size, industry, region, and other factors. If you look at the sales price, factors like SDE or EBITDA, the gross sales, and the gross profit for your business has a direct correlation with the multiple it's based on. Regardless, the multiple for your business may rise or fall along with the location, size, competition, growth rates of the business, ever-changing industry trends, quality of your books and records, ease of transfer to a new owner, control issue, aka management, the terms of the sale, and leverage. This is why multiples can fluctuate as they represent a mix of all these elements that a buyer will consider before setting a final purchase price. In conclusion, this is why valuation is more than just science, but art, as it's hugely dependent on the business broker's level of expertise and experience in the field. We have had over 2 decades of a tried and true valuation technique that maximizes the value of your business. So keep in mind, whoever you hire as your business broker will play a huge role in selling your business for the best price as well as speed. Marketing is one of the most important moving pieces when it comes to selling your business. In this day and age, marketing is vital for any business that is currently running and/or looking for a specific type of service. This is why we put such a heavy focus on properly marketing your business with all the available resources on the market. Now, where and how do we market your business? We must first find a way to compile all your important business information into a complete package that explains your business in a concise and easy to understand format. We call this a CIM, a Confidential Information Memorandum. This package will contain the history of the business, their main products and services, how the business is operated, and the general market outlook of the business, the financial history and details, where the location of the business lies, the potential for growth, and photos of the interior and exterior of the business. Of course, just as in the name Confidential Information Memorandum, we keep your business information confidential and disclose only to serious buyers that have gone through our non-disclosure agreement, aka the NDA. It is vital we use as many marketing tactics to have the largest outreach possible. Proactive networking is also fully utilized here at V8. Reaching out to as many buyers is very important when selling your business, which we utilize in two different ways. So, by first utilizing our proprietary buyer network and using the latest CRM system, this allows us to have a global reach. Within our database, we have over 23,000 active buyers that we've accumulated over the last 2 decades using all our resources. But we don't leave behind other business brokers within the IBBA and M&A source. Vetted business brokers within our network can also bring buyers onto the table that will help facilitate the deal. While these factors contribute greatly to our marketing efforts, all these factors have one similarity, and that is everything is kept strictly confidential. How can we reach buyers outside of our network? By proactive marketing using our proven marketing program. Let's look at how we proactively market your business. We market your business by blind ads. A blind ad is a well-crafted teaser of your business with general information about your business that helps a buyer decide if they are interested or not. This method provides maximum exposure as well as maximizing value while maintaining strict confidentiality about your business while utilizing every possible method to market your business. Businesses can't be sold like real estate, where the whole world knows it is up for sale. This is crucial for any business to realize. These blind ads will be posted on various industry databases, businesses for sale marketplaces, and publications. We spend more money on advertising and marketing for your business than anyone in the business brokerage industry, maximizing the exposure to every facet possible to provide as many qualified buyers and a quick selling process. Now that we've obtained the buyers from our proprietary network and outside databases, you must be wondering, who are these buyers? Let's fully review the types of buyers we'll be working with. One of the most common types of buyers is first-time buyers. These buyers are usually individuals in the corporate world looking for a business to be their own boss and follow their passion. Second type of buyer is strategic buyers. These buyers are individuals that are within the same industry looking to expand their business or as an investment to generate more cash flow. Third type of buyer is wealthy family offices. These buyers have many businesses that may or may not synergize with the business they are purchasing, but it is mainly used to generate more income for their office. Lastly, are financial buyers. These buyers are investors or private equity groups that purchase businesses solely as an investment to grow capital. With so many buyer types, how will we know who is the most qualified to purchase your business? The most important step that we first look at is obviously confidentiality. We repeat this time and time again, but we'll repeat it one more time. Before we can even start the process with any buyer, they must, and we emphasize must, have the non-disclosure agreement fully complete with their buyer profile that shows their information. Next, we look at their character. Do they have an experienced background in the industry? How good of a fit are they to carry on the success of the business? Another important aspect is their credibility, to be bankable. And by that we mean, are they capable with their financial background, such as their credit history and credibility to get the financing for the purchase of the business with no reason for rejection from the lender. And the last aspect that we look for in a buyer is their capability. It's no brainer that the buyer must have the financial ability to meet the offer terms and payment. Without the money, how is there a deal? Releasing the information in the right time is also important when finding buyers. No good has ever come from rushing any process. Beginning with limited information provided to a buyer, we phase the release of any information to any buyer to match their seriousness and true interest in the business. This allows for us to find buyers who are truly willing to move forward in purchasing your business and not waste your precious time. The remaining buyers who are very serious in purchasing your business will begin to compete. These buyers are the cream of the crop and the most qualified to purchase your business. At this point, the buyers will be fully informed before they make a serious offer. We'll then receive multiple offers from the serious buyers that are fully invested in moving forward. After receiving all offers, we will be able to get you the highest price with the most favorable terms by narrowing the buyers competing with one another for the final offer. The most serious buyer will be the last one standing. These buyers will be already well informed on the business, highly motivated to close the deal. And of course, we'll always keep you posted on all buyer activities. You can contact us at any time, and we will be there to pick up the phone. You will be extremely surprised to know many business brokers in the industry are sometimes hard to reach or lax in updating you as a seller regularly. May seem simple, but we take pride in our open line of communication and consistent updates. Additionally, we provide a monthly buyer activity report to showcase the amount of buyers we work with on a monthly basis. This is important as it will be a good indicator if the business is where it should be or improvements need to be made. Now that we've received the offer, we must start the negotiations and getting the final terms written. There are many steps involved in this process that we will be working in a hands-on manner. When receiving the final offer, how do we get the best price for the business? The best deal for your business means two things: receiving the best selling price and getting the best terms as well as a deal structure to lessen the tax consequences from the sale. To achieve this, we don't stop negotiating till the optimum combination of price, terms, and structure is reached in the favor of the seller. You may wonder, do I have to finance any portion of the sale once it's executed? Well, there are a few things that must be addressed first. First, we have a long-established relationship with a large network of business lenders that we've worked side by side for over a decade. Secondly, we secure a pre-approved term sheet from our lenders from the get-go. Locating the right buyer is one thing, but bringing capital is more critical to the deal moving forward, as without financing, there can't be a deal. Next, we provide extensive financing options to the buyer. Because of the long-established relationships with many business lenders, all these options are available. From various types of SBA loans, conventional, and some uncommon options which you see below. Lastly, we provide you 100% cash at closing, if not the majority. Keep in mind, a small portion of the sale price being seller finance exhibits you are confident in your business. This is really important, as seller financing can be one aspect that can allow a buyer to make a leap of faith when purchasing your business. And that concludes the offer and negotiations. Surprisingly, as we are progressing through this roadmap, we have covered an extensive amount of details regarding how we value your business, how we market the business, and finally, receiving the offer after long negotiations. Now that the offer is executed, we must go through the due diligence phase. Once executed, one question comes to mind for many sellers, and that is, do I get the check tomorrow if you bring me a buyer with an offer for the price I want? Even after all that work in the beginning, you just finished only the first half of the race when it comes to finalizing the deal. The first half consisted of locating the right buyer that offers your price and terms, then securing the financing for the buyer to meet the offer and move forward in the deal. Again, we emphasize that due diligence is the second half of the race. Let's see what's involved in this process. What do we do during the due diligence process, and how long can I expect it to take? We approach the due diligence process using our micromanagement approach. It's important we micromanage every detail that comes along during the due diligence to make sure everything is going smoothly as warranted. Each deal is unique, as each business is unique, so the due diligence time may vary, but this process will always be completed in a timely manner. But it is also important to remember our extensive pre-due diligence already eliminated half the possible threats that may come onto this deal. As we've already qualified the buyer to be ready for any type of third-party approval, such as lease, franchise, etc., we'll inform the buyer through our comprehensive package that leaves nothing to be missed in terms of detail during due diligence. And finally, we pre-approve the financing from our various financing sources by this stage. From beginning to end, we make sure to be involved in every aspect of the deal, since unmanaged deals won't survive during due diligence phase. We put heavy emphasis on micromanagement and providing a timely completion, as time kills any deal. To complete the due diligence, we work with a dedicated team of professionals to come up with creative solutions to any issues that could possibly jeopardize the success of the transaction. Our dedicated team here at V8 works with many distinct individuals that are pivotal to the success of the deal, from accountants, local and national banks, attorneys, landlords, and other third parties. Throughout this process, we will stay in the driver's seat to keep the deal alive to closing, just as a symphony requires a director. We know the road the best, so trust us to get you to your destination. Now, this is the part that you have been waiting for. What's after due diligence? The closing. Now we're at the finish line, but we have a few things to address before everything is finalized. We will still manage all the closing processes to ensure a smooth transition. Closing has 3 parts: the pre-closing, closing, and the post-closing. We will first address the pre-closing process. We begin by reviewing and negotiating the definitive purchase and sale agreements. Next, we must coordinate with the escrow attorney to prepare the final set of closing documents. Then we manage the inventory accounts, permits, licenses, and procedures. Arrange the real property sale and lease agreements. Of course, we must coordinate with the financing sources to prepare for funding. And to wrap everything up, coordinate with all parties involved to schedule the final closing date. The closing couldn't come any sooner, and the process is quite simple. We'll first execute the closing documents, and then we'll arrange wire transfers or other payment methods for disbursement funding. This is where you will finally, after all that hard work, receive your check. But we're not done yet. Post-closing is just as important. We make sure to have a post-closing consultation with you, then provide you any assistance you may need after closing. Finishing properly is just as important as the beginning. Now that we've reviewed the whole process that goes with selling your business, what is the next step? And before I continue, thank you again for working with us in selling your business. We value your time and effort to reach us. Once you decide to work with us to sell your business, we must get the listing agreement signed. The listing agreement will contain the exclusive right to sell your business. While we are in the process of selling your business, we will front all the costs that will be related to marketing your business. We ask for exclusive right to sell, as we are fully dedicated in selling your business with all our resources, including fronting all the costs, as we are that confident that we will get the job done. Only when we get the job done is when we are paid our commission of 10%, with our contract term lasting from 6 to 12 months depending on the size and type of business. Once we come to an agreement on the listing contract, there will be several documents we will require you to get fully started and compile your listing. Below, we will provide you a pre-listing checklist that our team has put together. First, we'll produce a complete business information organizer we call the bio. We'll then have a site visitation and take pictures of the interior and exterior of the facility. Next are a few of the most important documents needed to have a successful sale. These are 3 years of profit and loss statements, balance sheets, federal income tax returns for the business, and monthly sales reports. You will also have to provide a full list of fixtures and equipment utilized to operate the business, the lease agreement and any lease-related documents, a list of any loans against the business that provides the amount and payment schedule, any copies of the equipment leases, and in certain cases, a copy of the franchise agreement, an appropriate amount of inventory on hand, and lastly, the name of any outside advisors used for the business. This concludes our roadmap to closing. And now the question comes, will V8 be the business broker that helps guide you through this roadmap?